Hi guys, and welcome back to Butterfly Box 78. We're wrapping up our 2020 readings. Right now we're doing Sagittarius reading. And yeah, we're doing Sagittarius reading. This is a 12 card spread. I'll go through every month, each card, clarify with several different cards. We'll do the Path of Wisdom, the Love Tarot, and the Oracle, the Dream Oracle cards, but they're more like, they're Oracle. They're like more like positive affirmation cards. But it is the overall advice. So let's go ahead and get started. This is for entertainment purposes only. All right, so for January, wow, Princess of Cups. So you are definitely looking like love to somebody, or that you are walking into love for sure. The Princess of Cups represents beauty, love, emotion, sometimes like a newer or younger love. But whatever it is, this is how you're being viewed, as love. That's beautiful. And as a result, in February, you're not taking any offers. Like, you've got your eyes closed. It's almost like, you know, your nose is almost like, not good enough. You know, you've got 3 tipped over that you don't even want, and then the 2 that are just, and then the one that's just sitting by itself. But it's like you're not really satisfied with any of these offers in February. Let's go ahead and clarify for February. Please clarify the 4 of Cups. Please clarify the 4 of Cups. All right, 4 Cups. The reason that you're not accepting of anybody's cup is because you're healing. You got 4 on 4, and actually 4 is the number of stability. So I think that this is really, really important for you, healing and in emotional stability. So although people are looking at you as love, you are still in a mode of healing and, you know, emotional stability. That's where we're going with this. For March, we have the 8 of Staves in reverse. So there may be a blockage or a lack of communication. Let's go ahead and get some clarification for that. Please explain to us the 8 of Staves in reverse. Okay, this fell out. The 7 of Swords. So there is an imbalance. There is something maybe logically that you were trying to balance out, but the way that you're doing it is not exactly balanced. Let's go ahead and get a little bit more clarity. Please clarify the 7 of Swords. And normally I'll usually stop there once it's in the upright, but because of the way the card is in the upright and in the reverse, it just needs a little bit more clarity. Please clarify the 7 of Swords. Please clarify the 7 of Swords. All right, so the 2 of Cups, it's a union. So you may be partnering up with somebody. There may be somebody that wants to be in a relationship with you. However, there was a lack of communication, and there was 7 of Swords, which is an imbalance. So there may be some type of lesson that you have to learn within this union in March. However, that brings us to April. April's contemplation. So you are going to be thinking about something, and it could be this union between you and this person, but you're not quite made. I have a feeling that it's not like there's a decision that's been made as far as that's concerned. I'm sorry guys, I dropped some cards. But in May, you have the Ace of Staves. So it's like a new beginning with something, which is amazing. It offers growth and prosperity. It's grounded, which is very good. However, in June, you have the Magician in the reverse. And when the Magician in reverse, if it was in the upright, it would say that you're manifesting something really beautiful, something really good. Things are going to be moving in your favor. But because it's in the reverse, I want to say that the energy is more like that imbalance that we found back here in March. So although you're contemplating the new beginning in April and then starting something new in May, I'm not sure if this is your energy, because again, in February, you're over here healing. So it may be that the energy is off because you're not completely balanced with the person that you're dealing with. And we don't 100% know that this person is going to be good for you, or even that whatever it is that they want from you, that they're manifesting good. Victoria, your brother has to use the restroom. I'm sorry, guys. So we're clarifying this, and as a result, it causes like an inability to move away. And for some reason, I feel like that this is the person that you're dealing with. This is more their energy, like they can't move away. Yeah, so then there becomes a transformation, which is really good because that's what's needed in order to remove that energy. Sometimes we have to change so certain energies don't linger. Okay? We do have the Prince of Pentacles, and that was for June. We have the Prince of Pentacles in July, but in reverse. So there's an inability. It's almost like, it's not an inability, but I would say that it is, because it's in reverse, it's like selfishness. There's a certain air of selfishness, and that may have come from the union, or you trying to hook up with this person that claims that they want a relationship with you. This is also in May. This is your energy, so this could be the beginning of something new specifically for you. I could read it that way. Before I get over here, let me go ahead and see exactly what the contemplation is. I wasn't going to, you know what, I don't think I need to clarify this, because in May, it's like you make a decision. In May, you make a decision, and it's something new that begins. The problem is, in July, something that's not being manifested for the good, and that inability to move away, the lesson is transformation. So it could also be your energy. So whatever it is that you're starting new may be even your energy, where you think that it's good for you and it may not be. Like how you're going about manifesting this new relationship, or this new thing. I don't feel like it's a new job. I just think it's something new within you. But in order for you to achieve that new thing, you have to have a transformation. And that's the lesson that has to be learned in June. So we go back to July, and July is telling us that there is an air of selfishness. So let's go ahead and understand what this is meaning. Whose energy is this? What is this about? Please clarify the Prince of Coins. Please clarify the Prince of Coins. Please clarify the Prince of Coins. Okay, so there is a devastation. That selfishness, and I believe that this Ten of Swords is really it's kind of a traumatic card, but it is the number 10 is the number of completion. So I want you to understand that with that transformation that you're going to go through in June, in July, with that selfishness, that you're at the end of a cycle. You're at the end of no longer accepting the bullshit. That's what I'm getting, is that you're done accepting the bullshit. That is exactly what I'm getting. Whoa. You're done with the BS. And it is hurtful. But it's like you have to be selfish with yourself in order to end that cycle in June. Wow. And so then, I'm sorry, in July. And so then in August, we have the Prince of Swords in the upright. So generally the Prince of Swords in the upright is referring to communication. So there's going to be some type of communication that comes in August. I'm sorry, this was July, August. So in August, let's clarify with the Prince. What is the communication that's coming in? Please explain to us the Prince of Swords. Can also be an offer. Somebody who is more logical and rational about how they're approaching. But I really think that this is some type of communication, not on a relationship level per se. This may have to do, I'm getting finance. In August, it may be a communication about finance. But I don't know. Let's go ahead and clarify Prince of Swords. Please clarify the Prince of Swords. Okay, oppression. So the communication to me is about an oppressive energy, an oppressive state, which is why there is such devastation and heartbreak. And I think that that comes with the transformation, because sometimes when you're choosing that energy of change, of non-acceptance, maybe being more selfish with yourself instead of giving so much, or where you are being overly selfish, which is the latter, because Sagittarius, you have a tendency to you go both ways with that. You could be selfish for the good, but then some of your selfishness brings about a negativity. So let's go ahead and, let's clarify. I'm sorry, guys. Let's clarify the oppression. Please explain to me, what is the oppression? Please clarify the oppression. Please clarify the oppression. Please clarify the oppression. Please clarify the oppression. Okay, the oppression is due to the imbalance. And see, that's what we had before, the Seven of Swords. It has to do with a relationship. This has to do with somebody that you are partnering with. It's like the imbalance is due to a relationship. It's almost like not to get into it. You get into it, and then there's still an imbalance. It is an oppressive, it's not, I don't know. If you're already in a relationship and it is functioning well, you might want to be in 2020 very careful about the energies that you're putting out and focus more on bringing, not necessarily more to the table, but bringing the right energy when you're bringing more to the table. Because where your relationship might be going great, your finances may not be quite in order, and you might be one of those people like, who's very optimistic and who's like, oh yeah, boo, we're gonna get this on track, and then you struggle with it. But I really strongly feel like that for maybe the singles, where you were in that era of recovery, and maybe even you thought that you were healing, you weren't ready, even though you thought that you were ready, but you weren't. You know, it takes a lot of time to heal. This is not something that generally happens overnight. Just because you get over it doesn't necessarily mean you've healed from it. And this could do with a job too. That Pentacles, that offer in reverse, you know, it's heartbreaking. It's damaging. Got 2 princes in the imbalance. Please clarify this imbalance. Sheesh, I just keep dropping these. There's a message that's trying to come through for you guys. For sure, because I keep dropping so many of these cards. They just don't even want to stay in my hand. It's like it's trying to tell us a story. And I'll read the story in a moment. Normally, I haven't been reading the stories for the 2020 readings. But let's go ahead. Please clarify balance. Please clarify balance in reverse. It's because you're not sticking to your word. Okay. So, you're not getting what you thought that you were getting because you're not sticking to your word in August. You're not sticking. It's like you go through the transformation, but you're not sticking to it. And as a result, in September, with the Star card being in reverse, it's like you're not following what you're supposed to be following. Like, the transformation was for you to come up. You know what I'm saying? But I'm not even sure necessarily, Sagittarius, if you know how to do that. And my suggestion is that maybe you seek a life coach. You know, I don't generally read in this way, but because the message is coming in so strong, like, I really feel strongly, you know, you kind of got off your path. I think where you thought that this transformation was going to be healthy, and not that it isn't, but to avoid having to go through so much, you have to stick to your word. You have to really believe that if you do this, or you are going to accept this, that you're going to have to stick to your word with it, because if not, it throws the balance off. Now, I would normally clarify this because it's in the reverse, but I'm not, because it's a clear message. You're not sticking to your word, hence in September means that you're not following your dream. And then the inability to make a decision, which is contemplation. Contemplation in April, and then 6 months from that time, you're still unable to make a decision. So let's see about how you're going to go about this. Please clarify the Two of Swords. Please clarify the Two of Swords. Please clarify the Two of Swords. All right. This is beautiful, actually. You got the Princess of Swords in the upright. So in order to get you, I think that you refocus yourself. It's almost like you have to go through this in order to learn the lesson, because the princess is she's very focused. She's cutting down anything that is that it is not necessary, that's not beneficial. You see her hand, and she's got her dress lifted. Like, she's not getting that shit dirty. She's just like, oh no, I know what I want. You know, she's got her sword. She's been cutting down shit to make herself a path so she can get what she wants. Hell yeah. You had to learn the lessons. And it had to hurt. in order for you to really go through that transformation. But once you refocus yourself, guess what? You get your money, boo. Yes. 9 of Pentacles in the upright. This is where you've worked hard. You've worked hard. You will have peace in order to get what you want. You're going to get what you want because you worked hard for it. Then in December, we have the 2 of Staves in reverse. So again, this could have been a partnership, but it's in reverse. It's like, no, I'm not. It's like saying that you're not really interested. Like you're not really wanting it. It's not necessary. The 2 of Staves, excuse me guys. The 2 of Staves is telling us that, you know, it's like you may have had a good start to something, but then it kind of fizzles out. But I just think for this, it's like a partnership that you could have had, but it's like, no, you know, it's in reverse. So she's taking her stick and moving on. Yeah, if I clarify that, it's the 3 of Coins, so it's not a blessed situation. It's not a happy home. Yeah, the Queen. Yeah, whoever this is, and the Princess, because look, you got your stave. You are like, fuck that shit. You know, I'm still loved. This is awesome reading. At the beginning of the year, you're loved, and guess what? You're loved at the end of the year. And I believe that this is somebody who you've been dealing with that has really taken you for granted. This is all about somebody not understanding that you are love. This is what you are, and taking the situation for granted. Let me read the story. Yeah, you're moving away. It may keep you up at night, but you are standing on your word. I think you learned your lesson. I think that you go through a period where you're juggling some things. You realize that as a result, you have to sacrifice in order to focus. And as a result, look, 10 of Cups, happiness, a completion. You're not dealing with the bullshit. Yeah, you're not dealing with it. Oh wow, you've got a lot of emotional stability. Things are going to work out for you. But the biggest lesson is you're going to have victory. Things are going to work in your favor. Yes, this is blessed. Your money is going to be, you're going to be fine. It's almost like there will be an offer. I don't think that it's going to be this year though. I think it's going to be next year. And that person's energy that keeps trying to destroy you, don't take it. Don't take that offer. You've planted other seeds. You're waiting for your ships to come in. Yeah, and you're in your head about that offer too, which is crazy. But you're traditional. You could be dealing with the new person and the old person, but I think that because you understand that you have the power, you could be tempted, but you're all about your happy home. You're not going to be the one who, your money's going to be good. Wow, you're going to have love, emotional satisfaction, and wish fulfillment. And look what we have on the bottom. 10, happy home, happy life. Yeah. So I really feel strongly that the overall energy with the 10 of Pentacles being in the upright is that you're going to come through this, and the lessons that you learned through this transformation is going to actually carry you into 2021 too. Yes, you're definitely working on yourself, that's for sure. It's kind of like you had to, in 2020, it's almost like you had to relearn some lessons. But the good thing is that because of your hard work, it's going to pay off. You know, I think God he's seeing you. He's seeing you. I think that maybe you might have been like a little misdirected, or like as if you were trying to do it all by yourself. That's what I'm getting. It's like I'm doing it by myself. I can do it on my own. You know, when really he doesn't want you to do it that way. God is telling you within this reading that you really need to depend on him. I think the biggest thing is staying just, it's like you're going to go through these things anyway, you know, but it's all for the greater good. It is all for the greater good. All right. So 8 of Pentacles in January. This is somebody who is, this card kills me. It's like, she's like, ugh, like, you know, in the book, it has a different meaning. But to me, this is like, the guy gives me this energy that it's not about you, but you're focused. It's like an irritation with somebody. They're satisfied that they're with you, but you're just like, if he doesn't leave already, then you got the Fool. I think you walk away. You don't even care what's going in the background. You walk away. And that's interesting because it comes right on top of the healing. Yeah, you walk away. Yeah. You know, I think that there's somebody, either it's like this energy of, for March, which is the 10 of Swords, it's heartbreak. It's like, we've got this again. So it's like the relationship in the background and then you, but I think this is you and that person, but you being heartbroken about this union. It's something with this energy of the person that like you're getting with. And I have a feeling it just came to me like December 2019. It's somebody that you've been dealing with. It's not an old energy, but you're going to have to let that go. That's where that transformation is. Yeah, they're not good for you. They're trying to feed you bullshit. And that's April, the 4 of Swords. A lot of swords energy on here. The Magician. So you have it in the, of course, you know, I don't read these in reverse. So this is you manifesting something. And see, we got that also in this is May and June. So for May you have the Magician. So I believe this is your energy where you're trying to manifest something for the good. But I think in June, whatever it is that they're manifesting, it's not for the greater good. Yeah. That energy is fucking weird. Ugh, I don't like this person for some reason. It's just, ugh. And with the Hanged Man, this card is so freaking, this person has got a weird obsessive energy. They're not even paying attention to the fact of how amazing your body is. They're concentrating on your fucking hair. That shit's weird. You know, and so that's why, like, this person has creep vibe. You know, I don't know why you would deal with that. And it's like, it's almost like she's imprisoned. And that's not generally what the Hangman means. The Hangman usually is like a lot of times decision making. You know what I'm saying? Like you're making a decision. And it's interesting because she has the sage there in order to clear the energy, but she didn't burn it. So that bothers me. And that's interesting because I got my sage right here that I ain't burned. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, just be careful about this negative vibe. You need to stay prayed up. Yeah, and so then you have the Hierophant. And with that heartbreak in June and all the thing in this lesson that you have to learn because of the transformation that you have to make, this is God telling you, like, be at my feet. You know what I'm saying? You need to bow to me. You need to give me what you have. You know, you need to reassess the situation, put it all at my feet, because babe, you can't do this by yourself. You cannot. Yeah, he wants you to give it to him. You can't do it by yourself. You're unable to have this balanced relationship by yourself. The way you're going about it is wrong, and he really wants you to go inward in order to be able to give outward. Yeah, again, it's that offer in August, Two of Swords. So in a regular deck, it would mean like blind decision, but in this particular deck, it's like, I just don't like it. She's like, instead of offering a rose, he's offering the fucking tulip. This bothers me. Whoever this person is sucks. Now, this may not be for everybody. This reading may not be for everyone. This may only be for one person. But whoever is listening, I'm telling you, don't accept the offer. Of course, you have free will, you know, so it's up to you. But it's like the offer, you turn your face to it, and as you can see, you've got like a crow in the background, which represents like the end. It's like the ending of a cycle. Wow. And then you got the devil. So right then and there, that's telling you that this energy, whatever it is that this person is, you know, conjuring, not for your good, is wrong. It's a devil energy. It's like imprisonment. And that falls on top of the Star card. Aquarius and Capricorn energy right there. And then the Knight of Chalices. Somebody comes in, you know. He's got this fire burning. It's like so close but so far. And you don't need to do anything. But you need to if this person is coming in with an offer, let them come to you. This has nothing to do with you coming to them. You don't go to them. Let them come to you. And they will. Yeah, so we're back again with this creep vibe. In November, creep vibe again. Five of Swords. There's a lot of swords on this board. Wow. He doesn't want anything. They don't want anything from you. It's like they want something from you, but they want it not in the right way. Like, it's almost like they're toying with you. It's weird. I'm getting an energy like while you're off doing, like while you're dancing around and you're doing you, he's like, oh yeah, let me steadily take off her dress, you know. But it's so weird. It's like it's trying to strip you down, but not for the good. And this person who's coming in finally catches up with you at the end of the year and gives you an offer. Now, what I think is very interesting about this card is the offer is fruit. He's giving her, she's not really even paying attention. He's coming in with something that is nutritious, something that's healthy for her as she's walking away from her previous weirdo. Yeah. Whoever this is that's coming in October isn't really gone, but you're still we've already realized that you were in the story, that you were kind of juggling the two people, but you're going to make the right decision. Ugh, that energy made me sick to my stomach. Yeah. And the overall energy underneath is the burning statues and the fire. So there's going to be a strong connection between you and that person who's coming in. A lot of passion, if you're open to it. You know, I also getting like a message that's telling me that, you know, this person will also help you heal. I think that they have like really good understanding. Like they just understand, they get it. You know, I think that because you need to be really careful. I think this person understands that you are with somebody that was just completely unhealthy for you. But it shouldn't be your focus when you get with them. You know, as a matter of fact, you should lose that energy. It may take the first like 4 months in 2021, but once you truly walk away from that energy, you won't even think about it. It'll be just, oh, okay, yeah, move on. You won't give it the energy. It won't be an energy that lingers. It won't be somebody with that energy that just brings you down. Yeah. Is that person, you know, the new person that's coming in, just know that with all the transformation and everything that you have to go through, just really, really, really focus your energies on God, because God is going to be really, he wants you to, like on the 7th month, you know, 7 heaven, on the 7th month, he just says, you need to fall to your knees. You need to give yourself to me. That's what he's saying. You know, in order to make it through, and this is crazy, you have heaven and you have hell. You have God and you have the devil. You know? Ooh, you are going through whoever this person is, you need to get out of this energy and never look back. Never, ever. All right, let's go with the path of wisdom with the vision tarot. What is the vision? What is the path telling us? Yeah, I'm going to go ahead and take this. First month, daughter of fire. That's you, because you're a fire sign. You're clearing the energy. Beautiful. February, 9 of water, joy. So let the joy come into you. You don't need to be, so I'm not saying that you don't need to give joy, but you need to let that flow towards you. It's like the Nile. The Nile flows upward instead of downward, like most rivers in streams and lakes. It's very interesting. It flows the opposite direction. March, you have the moon. You need to give it up. Don't be caught in the illusion. The moon brings out many, many things. Watch for that. Ace of fire again, your element. For April, it means you need to find that passion within. You know what I'm saying? It's almost like leave that shitty energy behind, and find you something that you enjoy doing.
Like a trump card.
Huh?
Like a trump card.
What?
Like a trump card.
What's a trump card?
It's like a special move card.
Oh, Ace of Fire?
Yeah.
My son said like a trump card. And he's very intuitive, but he's only 11, so nobody listens to him. But I listen to him. Wow. And look, you got the Lovers. Now, this could be finding a love within yourself. You know, combining your divine masculine with your feminine. Which I think that you realize that you're going to have to do in order to get rid of this weird ass energy. Yet balance. We've gotten a lot of that throughout your message. The path of wisdom is telling us that you need to find balance. Definitely. July, medicine woman in reverse. So there, with the Hierophant being the priest or God and the medicine woman, this is offering emotional fulfillment to like healing. It's offering you the medicine of healing, which would be spiritually through God. Damn, this message is good. 5 of fire, stress. This is August where you have to, it's like you go through so much in August, you know, and it does cause a stress. It causes a fight. You know, people are going to be throwing in their stick of fire. But what you need to do is you need to go within yourself. You need to stick with God. Hermit. What did I just say? Stick with yourself. And look what we got. Hermit in reverse. So it doesn't matter reverse or upright. Hermit means go within. You need to stay a little bit closed off and go within. Wow, sun. The sun card. This is the path of wisdom. It wants you to shine, because it's in reverse, it wants you to be able to shine within. This is a blessing. This is a blessing in October. This is like, okay, everything's going to be okay. Everything's going to be fine. Wow, transformation again in the reverse. So you will be transforming out of this fucked up person or energy that you're dealing with. Excuse me for all the cussing. Normally I don't cuss, but this person is, whoever this is, this energy is irritating. Yeah, this obsessive. And it's not even about, the worst part is this energy isn't even about you. It's like them, but they're on some weird creepy shit. It's not normal. It's not right. And it's like you're trying for what? You know, but transformation in the reverse is saying that you will transform, but it's going to be from the outside in. Even though you got it in the upright over here. So November, there's going to be some transformation for sure. Maybe you might get your hair done different or do something to kind of inspire you. Wow. And then two of earth, which is change. And that's right over the Knight of Pentacles, because the Knight is like, it's an offer. You decide to change from the night into the day, but it offers growth. It's really beautiful. The overall energy, wow. Completion. 4 of fire, 4 meaning, and I love this card. This is like one of my favorite cards because it's 4 sage bundles burning. So the overall energy is you clearing the energy. You got to clear the energy. Wow. I'm telling you. All right. We're almost done. Now I gotta go do hair, guys. I just wanted to get this in before I left the house again. Wow, Sagittarius. So many interesting things happening. So many interesting things. And this message may or may not apply to you. It may not be anything of what your year is gonna be like. But the message is very specific. It's definitely for somebody. That's for sure. Definitely for somebody. I normally don't even do a reading in this way, with this much intensity, but I feel it. It's like, whoa. It just makes it good. That person.
Can't people fly too high?
Huh?
I just thought myself.
Alright. Let's go ahead. The overall wisdom. What is this telling us? Bathroom. Boom. January. Flush away all that is no longer good that serves you. February lottery. Damn. Bet on yourself. Not only that, but you might want to try to do the lottery during February. That looks like it might be a good month. Bet on yourself. Chase. Face and embrace the person within the mirror. So there could be somebody chasing you. You could be chasing something like a dream, but you need to look in the mirror. Face and embrace yourself. Dog. Damn. Be your own best friend. So it's, again, this is a continuous message of working on yourself, healing, loving, taking it to God. Not just that, but you have dog. And so when I think of dog, the first thing I think of is loyalty. But in this case, I feel like this person is a dog. Whoever you're dealing with, they're a dog. Departed loved ones. Wow, right over the Lovers. So it says you are loved more than you'll ever know. So this is a message, guys. This is telling you that there are other energies, other entities around you that you may not be able to see, but they're watching you and they love you. They're the ones that are guiding you. Falling. Drop deep into your soul. That comes on top of balance. This is June. Falling. You could be falling, but don't fall for the wrong thing. Don't fall for the wrong thing. Car. Boom. So you got God, you've got a whole lesson that you got to learn under there. You've got the medicine woman in reverse. And this says, get into the driver's seat of your life. So take control. That's for July. Computer. Upgrade your mental software. So don't look at everything. Maybe you're a very black and white person. Sometimes Sagittariuses have a tendency to be that way, real black and white. But I'm going to need for you not to look at things in the black and white. I need for you to see colors. And there's lots of depth in those colors. So just because it's red, it's not just red. You know, it could be a scarlet red. It could be brick red. It could be an orange red. You know, it could be many different types of red. That's August. Dance for September. Move to the rhythm of your soul. Person wallet. Yeah, because I told you that in November your money's going to be good. Pursue your true wealth. Definitely. So in October, you really need to be focused on what it is that you're working on because it's really going to pay off. That's why in February, it's telling you, bet on yourself. Take a chance. You're going to get what you want. And due to that hard work that you put into it, your money is going to be in your favor. Not just in November, but the overall energy is telling us that your money is going to be straight. Dang, this is a good ass reading. Animal, embrace your wild side. Maybe that's the transformation on the outside. New style, new haircut. You just wanting to be more of yourself. You, instead of dreaming about who you want to look like on the outside, maybe you just go and do it. Boom. And teeth, take a bite out of life. That's also kind of like just embracing everything for what it is. Taking a bite out of it. You didn't just, put your foot in the water and see whether or not it was cold. You just took a bite. You just jumped in, And there it is. And the overall energy is naked. Dare to bear all. So yeah, don't be scared. Don't be embarrassed. You know what I'm saying? Of who you are. It's okay for you to be you. You're accepted. You're loved. And if you're not, you can hit me up at Butterfly Box 78. I love you. All right, Sagittarius, that was your 2020 reading. I hope you enjoyed it. I know that the reading was very specific, and I may do another reading for Sagittarius. For 2020, I'm not sure yet. It depends on how I feel. But something's telling me that I might have to do a second reading because I do think that this is for somebody more specific. I'm not really for sure. But I just wanted to let you guys know that I love you. And, you know, just stay strong. Stay prayed up. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.